Hello everybody, what is up? Welcome back to another Road to Glory episode of Career Mode. And in today's episode, it is time for the knockout rounds of the Champions League. We will take on Nice in our first leg, round of 16 tie. I'm looking forward to it. It's the first time we've made it this far in the Champions League. It's the first time we're playing in the competition this season. We made it through our groups, even if it was by the skin of our teeth. We played in a group stage that I would consider it to be a very difficult group. I called it, I think, the group of death way back when we got the draw. We had CSKA, Red Bull Leipzig and Atletico Madrid. Got through it. We then drew Nice. It was a favourable draw. It was one that I wanted. I spoke about the teams that were left. I said it wouldn't be easy whoever we got, but out of the teams that were there, we chose between, I think, Nice and a couple of other sides that I thought, if we get them, we're actually, in terms of a draw, we might be able to compete and actually get through. Because looking at our team, wasn't sure if it was going to be strong enough to go far in Europe or not. So having a nice draw, well, I say nice, having a draw that we can actually make something happen if at the beginning was obviously beneficial to us. However, we will see how it pans out later on. But the first game came against Southampton at Blundell Park, feeling pretty optimistic, I guess is the word I could use, because obviously with that game coming up, I had to be in good spirits. Even if we did drop points last episode to Stoke, we had to get back to winning ways here. We took the lead for a really good header from Rodriguez Lima, who started the game mainly because of fitness issues. So he wasn't even going to start. I'm kind of glad that I did start him because he ended up going on to score the opening goal of this one. We went 2-0 up later on when Rodney Jansen converted an Ethan Cox cutback. Nearly got myself in a muddle of words there, but I was able to get through it. And in the end, it ended up being a very good first half. So I was feeling very, very good about this. We went into the second, pretty much picking up where it left off. We found Guendouzi. Guendouzi found Cox. Cox got in behind. He then turned his assist into goals after he found the bottom corner. A really nice finish, and what a performance he was having as well. Up until this point, I was never... He had a really good start to life at Grimsby, didn't he? When we were way back in like League 1 or whatever it was. And he was just tearing teams apart for fun. Came into the Premier League. First season wasn't too bad. Since then has really failed to make that much of an impact. But maybe we're going back to seeing the best of Ethan Cox. However, our unfortunate clean sheet is not there anymore because we decided to do something stupid. Lose concentration, not defend across. We ended up going into the game. It was 3-1. Southampton put a goal back. It was likely to only be a consolation because at this stage we were running rampant. We were 3-0 up, having all of the play. This was their first real opportunity of the game. Quite frustrating, really, to have conceded and actually give away the goal. But that is the way it goes sometimes, and you have to hold your hands up and say fair play. At least you pulled yourself back in it. But Ethan Cox's route was not done there because he then struck one from 25, 30 yards after we played a short free kick. I really was not sure what to do with this. We don't have like a... Well, we have an alright free kick taker. He's not too bad. I think Jansen is the best free kick taker here at the moment on the field of play. And it was way too far out to even consider trying to hit it. So I thought, okay, we're not going to do that. We'll look to try and send it short towards Cox and for him to strike it, which we did. Cox found the top corner. We went 4-1 up, and it was pretty much all sailing from there. So that is the end of this one. A 4-1 win, back to winning ways after dropping points against Stoke last time. And that is going to be the end for the post-con part of today's episode. Get my words muddled today. Let's jump into the live con, where hopefully our words won't be muddled as we go into game for the Champions League. I did show you this last episode, but we were drawn against Everton in the FA Cup. We're not going to be playing this because we actually have our first knockout round game against Nice straight after. And to be fair, with us already playing in a Carabao Cup final, I could actually use potentially getting knocked out here as an advantage because I don't want to have a stupid amount of games, especially if we go for in the Champions League. We're going to have the Carabao Cup final coming up, another round of the Champions League, then we're going to have Premier League games as well. McNamee's picked up a knock in the game. That's not good ahead of a Champions League knockout round. Sigurdsson scores as well to make it 1-0. I swear he scores against us every single time we play against them. And we're going to lose, but it's actually not the it's not the end of the world here because I'll take that. Given the circumstances, I feel not having to contend with FA Cup football and on top of everything else is actually not a bad thing. Maybe we'll go to try and win it next season. But our main focus has to be coming up. What is McNamee's injury, though? Player injured. What is he going to say? Are you kidding? Pulled hamstring 7 days. He won't be able to play. I'm praying we don't have the home leg first because we cannot afford any away goals against us. So I don't want the home leg first. And in a slight stroke of fortune, then I guess you could say, we have actually got the away leg first. Regani to make Nice debut. What? How have they got Daniele Rugani? He's a solid centre-back as well. Having said that, I feel very confident that the boys will go here and put up their best performance they can. That's the side. We've got Watson in goal. All 73 overall of him. Sukasev, Darfalu, Ramos and Tierney at the back. Ferrari, Peterson with Barbe, Kubo, McNeil. And then, of course, Solanke up front. Away leg first, so would love an away goal, as always. But I'm just kind of glad we haven't got to contend with the home leg, having, of course, McNamee out injured. Because realistically, he is our best goalkeeper at the club. And he's quite significantly better than Watson. We never know. Maybe Watson can put up a good shout for himself today. We just have to defend even more resiliently. Now we are without our number one. And previously, this was one of the teams we wanted from the draw. We were given it. Now we have to step up and do the job at hand. We asked for this. You know, this I said was going to be not necessarily favourable, but one of the ones that we looked at and thought we could actually have a shot at. But now we have to stand up and be counted and actually put in a shift as well. It's not going to be an easy game. They will definitely make it hard here, Nice. Especially at home in front of their fans. They're not going to want to give us anything cheap. So we're going to have to work very hard for our chances. Kubo, Solanke, out wide towards big Chris Sukasev. McNeil is the one on the right, and he's found him as well. Shane McNeil back inside towards Solanke. Solanke all the way over to Barbe. Bit of space for Barbe, and he can't drive his shot on target. Went for the driven shot. Look at the space that Barbe found himself in here. Oh, he's got to do better. He has to do better with that. It's a poor finish, in all honesty. That is one of the weak points. Sometimes he gets his shot perfect, and then other times does that. In a difficult first half, this. Nice not making it easy like I thought they wouldn't. But going forward, we've not really found any sort of fluidity yet. Peterson looks out wide towards McNeil. This could be the first chance. Shane McNeil on the left foot now. McNeil to strike it. Oh, he's gone with the right. And he's found the top corner. 40th minute. Nice 0. Grimsby 1. And we have got an away goal as well. And up until this point, honestly, the first half had absolutely nothing going for it. It was one of those Champions League nights where everything seemed to just not really be working for both teams, not just us, but McNeil has the last say in this one. Just before we approach half-time, he's gone with the outside of the right boot and found the top corner. Was the fingertips in there as well from the Nice goalkeeper? Certainly looked like he might have got a touch on that. I thought he was going to go left-footed, but he completely, bamboozled me, did McNeil, and went with the other side. Maybe that's what beat the goalkeeper as well. Realistically, that was the only place he could have put the ball across him. But still, we've taken the lead, and it hasn't been easy up until this point. Still not going to be easy now as well. Takefusa Kubo trying to get through straight away as soon as we kick back off. That was actually meant for Ferrari, but it didn't work. As we approach half-time, we have to hold on to this. Masuaku, what a ball! And they're going to score! Come on! Keep the concentration! Literally seconds away from half-time. We've given him a goal back in a stupid fashion. Look at this. McNeil gets beaten. And the ball gets whipped in. And look at Tierney. He has no clue. Watson can't do anything about it. I can't even say McNamee would have saved that because I don't think he would have. It's just a lapse in concentration again before we go into half-time. And we could have been 1-0 up. But sadly, it is 1 apiece now. Right, we're back underway and we must find another away goal, I think. I'm not too confident with just the one here, especially at 1 apiece. Barbe is going to look through to Solanke. Elsewhere, by the way, United and Real Madrid all equal. 1 apiece at the Santiago Bernabeu so far. McNeil shifts it on the left foot. Tries to put the cross in towards the head of Barbe. And it's in on goal, but it's Onana to save it. Good start to the second half, though. Here is Tierney. Tierney inside to Solanke. Solanke waits for the run for Ferrari. He gets it! Michele Ferrari! Why can you not shoot? Every time we get in this position, I'm thinking, bang it in, Ferrari, for once. He doesn't catch it right. I'm going to make a change here as well. I want to see how he's just... I don't understand how he completely whiffed this. I didn't even actually time it at all. He just completely whiffs it. Oh, he goes nowhere near where it's supposed to go. Onana was rooted as well. He just didn't... He was nowhere near it. I mean, finishing-wise, 74 finishing Ferrari. So he's actually not that bad in terms of finishing. He is right-footed, but he has got a 3-star weak foot. It's just, you've got to be finishing those, especially in a game of this magnitude, man. McNeil. Solanke has been poor tonight. He's just not been making the runs that have made a difference. 1 apiece in France. We get an away goal. We just have to hold them to near 0-0, and that would be enough back in England. But I mean, if we're tearing apart England this easy, right, and having an 8-point gap in the Premier League, and then come to Europe and it's a very close game, you could even argue they were the better team. It begs the question of what do we need to strengthen? If we're walking the Premier League this easy here, how do we strengthen enough to be able to dominate in Europe? I'm actually not sure we're going to get the second leg in this episode as well, so it's going to be a painful wait to see if we can advance through. Nevertheless, though, we've got Fulham in the Premier League. They're in 14th, so not hitting heights in terms of their current performance. Should be us getting the 3 points here. It will move us closer to the title. 13 games to go. Can we get the win? I'm going to keep the same team that started against Nice out there and see if they can perform. We need Solanke to get busy because in that last game, he literally wasn't in it. And I know I'm just like picking him out. There's quite a few that had a difficult night. A lot of them didn't really ever look dangerous. The only player that did was McNeil, and that was only in the first half. After that, there was nothing else really coming from us. So, yeah, a bit frustrated that we gave away that goal, though, because, you know, it comes down to concentration. If we keep concentrated, we go in at the break 1-0. We'll probably end up winning the game 1-0. Feel a bit more confident about things. But now, we effectively cannot let them score at our ground when they come over. But we've got to put that to the back of our minds because we've got to focus on this game now and the next couple coming up. I mean, we're going to concede already inside 2 minutes. Every time with a cross coming into that box, we look so vulnerable when crosses come in. It is so easy to see. We had this problem, didn't we, at the back end of last season where whenever a cross would come into the box, we knew full well where that ball was going. And it was usually end up in the back of our net. McNeil misses the tackle. There's absolutely no way Kamara should be scoring from there with a header. No way at all. Ramos beaten. Then Watson can't get near it. We're 3 minutes into the game here at Craven Cottage, and we are 1-0 down. We need to sort this out from crosses, because this is unacceptable. Think back as well. Southampton, to open up today's episode, they scored. What was it? Cross into the box. Nice score. What was it? Cross into the box. Fulham score. What was it? Cross into the box. All three of our conceded goals today have been crosses into our box. Not sure if it's because I haven't got the players out wide to stop these crosses coming in. Not sure if I haven't got the centre-backs to win on the end of crosses, headers, you know, volleys, that sort of thing. Don't know what it is that I need, but it needs sorting because this is not how I've come to expect. And every time it gets whipped in, there's always going to be that thing that we're thinking, all right, well, this one's clearly going to the back of the net, innit? Solanke wins the ball. After Kubo will make a good tackle. We will find Barbet. We need to get going on the front foot here because it's Fulham starting off the game a lot better. Crossing towards the box. Not going to be cleared out. Ferrari will get on it. And Michele Ferrari will smash it in off the underside of the crossbar. Much better from the Italian. What a strike. Fulham 1, Grimsby 1. Missed a goal against Nice, didn't he? Or a shot against Nice, which he shouldn't have done. But that is a tremendous finish. Get in the back of the net. Back on level terms. And do not let us go back down through a cross. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, it's in, it's in, it's in. No offside flag either. Fulham 2, Grimsby 1. Oh! What is wrong with us? I'm losing my mind. I feel like we've gone from having the best defence in the league to one of the most mistake-prone ones in the league. Don't know why. It's as if, like, as soon as a bit of pressure gets applied, that's it. We crumble. I mean, this should be a simple task to defend this. Fulham back in front, and it's as if... I don't know. I said we were dominant in the Premier League. Maybe not as dominant as we thought. Solanke is not having a good episode. Maybe the sale of Weah was a bad idea. Yeah, he performed great originally, but then since then has not got into the game. It's not a good start, is it? Solanke, Barbet, use your pace and get us in with a chance here. Barbet! These are the moments where I feel like I should just turn off my console and just go. Because if I can't finish that, what hope have I got of coming back into this game? It is going to be my question there. Yeah. Felt like doing it, not going to lie. I did genuinely feel like that was the point of turning off the console, but we'll battle on anyway and try and grab a goal back. Sukasev, please, can we win a header ourselves? We can't even get a good cross in. Never mind win a header. Every time we try and put a cross in, it's not working. Kubo. Solanke found. Solanke! Now I'm edging ever so closer to turning off. Why have we hit the woodwork twice today? I mean, at first I didn't think he got the ball, so I looked away from the screen. And at that point, I wasn't even controlling anymore. I just stopped doing it, and he took the touch back into them. Full time at Craven Cottage. We've hit the crossbar twice. Fulham have won 2-1. I don't know what to say to you guys, but we've dropped more points that we shouldn't be dropping. How do we go for an entire game having not a shot on target? This game blags my head so much at times. Okay, I don't really know what went wrong there against Fulham, but we need to just brush it off and get back into winning ways. We've got West Ham United coming up here. And by the way, the next game following this is the Carabao Cup final, which will be next episode. So this is going to be the final game for today, and we're going to have to get a win on the board because I can't go into a Carabao Cup final on a losing spree because that just would not be good for us in terms of confidence. And anything else, really, you know, you want to go into a final feeling good. And that isn't at the minute how I feel with my team. So I'm going to bring out Ramos. I don't think he's performing as good as he once was. Darfalo as well is a bit iffy at times. And I'm going to have to change up Rodriguez Lima because he still has the default boots and such. And I know you guys hate that kind of thing. So we're going to give him some random boots. I'm going to stop at the one that fits it. We're going to stop. I'm going to go up then because I don't want to get something like that. So let's go up and I'm going to look away and we're going to stop here. Okay, they're the ones he's wearing. Tucked. I like my defenders to have tuck shirts, but not really bold on this occasion. We're going to go tight as well to show off and make people intimidated by him, even though he's not that big of a defender, to be fair. So that is going to be the changes we make. Well, I would love a win against West Ham. It's going to be a bit of a weaker team. I think McNamee is back, though, which is a good sign. Yes, he is. And he's also grown to 86 overall. And we're right. That is fantastic, but we need a win here. Come on, boys. Let's get back to winning ways. Stop messing about. We haven't got time to mess about. We're here to win, all right? We're away to West Ham, a tough team. We cannot afford to drop more points. The gap is going to close very quickly if we keep doing it. So, it's over to you guys. That's the team we're going to play. They've got to do the job for us. Let's get it done. For West Ham, then, this is their lineup. Weiser, Balanza, Nagnon, Lato, and Pavlenka in goal. Weigl just holding it in between that with a midfield four. Bentaleb, Gomez, Felipe Anderson, and Antonio Sanabria up front as well. Whew. It's actually a good team. And this is a game that might be quite tough for us. And when you're already off the back of losing to Fulham, you've got to get back to winning ways. The second time we're in London, trying to win the game. We'll see how that pans out. Look at that for a bad tackle. Did the advantage last long enough? Not quite. Janssen, the ball behind him again, so he has to turn away. He takes the half-time. Oh, the amount of passes that are behind our players at the moment. My head is going to explode. Jesus. I just can't find anything to go our way going forward. It's 0-0 at half-time. What is wrong with us? We've hit that wall. Runners get it. The runners wall. I said it before. I've spoken about this before. Runners wall. I think we've hit the footballer's wall. We just can't find anything that's going to get us a little bit of a chance. Since Southampton, that first game where it went really well, we go to Nice, we create one chance, we score it. After that, like watching a different team. I hate having the ball in this area. I really hate it because they just sit back and you can't break them down. Unless you get quite lucky and they make a mistake and out position. Barbet will chip it in towards the head of Alenia. Yes! What was I just saying? You can't break them down. I take it back. I'll eat my words. If it means we find a goal that puts us in the lead. Oh, wow. That's so welcomed. Thank you, Carlos Alenia. Grimsby 1, West Ham 0. Barbet just chips it in and hopes for someone to get there. Janssen nowhere near it. Our strikers at the minute are just not there, are they? They're just not there. Solanke's had a horror show of an episode. And Janssen doesn't look much better. I mean, he did score in the first game against Southampton, so I will give him his credit there. Oh, jeez, it's working so hard to get ourselves in front. And now watch, I bet we throw this away through a stupid goal conceded, most likely from a cross. Hold on. Wilshere finding the pass. Marcelo getting walkabouts. Poor pass through. Rodriguez Lima's had a good game tonight. And there is the full-time whistle. Thank goodness. Oh, we get a win. We got a win. Heading into the Carabao Cup final, we win by a goal to 0 against West Ham, but we're going to get smashed by Man United if we play this way. I just have to sit here and just shake my head because I don't know what's happened to us in the back end of today's episode. I mean, again, match facts. Why are we performing so badly? And here's the issue. Do I go into a Carabao Cup final changing the tactics that then could throw us off even more? Or do I keep it the same way and just hope they finally find their form again? It's going to be a tough one, this. But that, my friends, is going to be the end for today. If you have enjoyed it, a like would be greatly appreciated. As always, thank you for your continued support on the channel. I will see you all for the Carabao Cup final next episode out. Make sure you have notifications turned on so you don't miss it. If you are new around here and like what you see, hit that subscribe button down below. We upload every single day. Got my player episode 100 coming out for you. Well, it's actually out earlier on when you're watching this video. This comes out at 6. That should have gone live at 4. So if you want to check that out, it'll be on the channel. Until next time, though, guys, and until the Carabao Cup final, hope you all have a fantastic day. Leave me some suggestions as to what you think we need to do to turn our fortunes around in terms of defending our crosses and such. I'd be open to ideas, honestly, ahead of this game against Man United. But until then, catch you again soon. Adios.